Hey there, my name is Pravus, welcome back to more Hearts of Iron 4 Darkest Hour, playing as the Empire of Japan. A few months ago, we started a war against China. Now it's just a matter of trying to grab enough key supply points that we can create our provisional government, if that's something we even want to do. I'm going to try attacking down this direction and see if we can get some more pressure applied over here. If I can get to Jining and then get a railroad built up over here, that solves my supply issues just as readily as getting to Jinan, which the AI is working very hard to defend. So we're going to start preemptively building out some of the railroads we think we're going to need in this general area. Start getting that set up. Use our flanking power to start pushing through this direction. And we're going to see how well that works. We did get Shanghai. We've lost a couple of units so far. I haven't upgraded any of my generals. And I've done that mostly because I just didn't see anything in particular I really needed to get. Some entrenchment speed's like, okay. Fortress Buster's good at least, so I'll take that. And then I guess getting reinforced rate and maybe recovery rate could be helpful on our field marshals, but none of that's outstanding. What I did do in between videos that I think might make a difference is I went to, where is it? Our doctrines, here we go. And I got myself a few doctrines along here. So we've got extra soft attack, organization, and so on. All of this is gonna give me a bit of a booster. That's huge. I like the idea of getting a bit of extra breakthrough on all my infantry. We all have better organization. This should be good. Then we're gonna take you guys, we're gonna do the same thing along here. We're gonna be pushing. I'm just trying to catch these guys around Jining. Or at the very least, scare them enough that they want to pull their troops back. All right, True Guardians of Nippon. Sure, go up to the front line. I'm not sure if you're a better type of unit. No, you are not a better type of unit at all. Well, then what was the point of that focus if we just got one infantry? Whatever. Whatever is fine, it's fine. We are currently waiting for the moderate prime minister to fail so that fascism suddenly becomes very popular in Japan. We know that that's going to be happening at some time very soon. I'm going to go ahead and get a research bonus for some bombers in the meantime. We can push these guys out, no problem. There we go, looking good. And of course he stacked up even more troops here. Like, the AI really does not want me taking one of these supply hubs. They're being fairly smart here, which is immensely frustrating because I'm used to an idiot AI. I'm gonna rearrange a few troops and we're gonna try to actually stack up some power. I know they don't have a lot of organization. I know that they don't have a lot of supply, but I've got to get some serious flanking bonuses and I don't really care where it is. Right here in Jining still seems like an easy-ish choice. I'm noticing, by the way, the Republic of China is not fighting at full strength. They may already be out of small arms, which would be great if so. I'm gonna let this guy leave, which he's doing now. Then we're going to attack and flank like hell right there. He's sending in reinforcements. Any chance we can pin this guy down long enough for that not to work? Maybe. Do we have air superiority here? Yes, so we've got that going for us. This is looking pretty good. Hold on. No, you stay where you are. Don't you go anywhere. The Kanchazu Island incidents. Soviet motorboats have crossed the Amur River and are unloading troops. Great. They technically own them, but they've been in our possession for longer. So, do we fight them or no? This isn't worth fighting over. There's gonna be time to fight against the Russians later. This is not it. Okay. This is huge. Everyone sit tight. Go nowhere. Entrench this spot. Don't let them take this. We need this spot. This is huge. Absolutely massive. So now, if I can get the railroad hooked up over here, which I've been trying to do, where did I not build it over here yet? It's still under construction. That's fine. If I can get this sucker connected right over here, this is going to be massive. We'll have supply once I get this supply hub flipped over to me, and these guys are all encircled. So now all I have to do is sit back and wait and be patient. Actually, no, we can form the provisional government of China right now if we want to. So let's think about that. Why would I want to? It depends. Are we having serious issues with the occupation? Not really, actually. Frankly, our occupation's going great. We're already at almost 40%. I mean, we had 100. It's gone down a lot. The more territory we take, the worse it gets. But, like, this resistance target isn't too bad. And I can pacify the countryside at the very low cost of 5,000 manpower, reduce that resistance target, and then hopefully ignore some of this. Maybe we don't want to create a provisional government of China. Dashing in shame. Hayashi tried his best to focus on his breathing. For the past 15 minutes, he'd been trying to meditate without success. Sir, the election has been concluded, and it appears we have lost. And there go the moderates. The conservatives and the far right wing wins big time. Very well. That is another one of the moderates who is gone. So wait, he retires. The influence of the Toseiha have reduced. What? I kind of figured the hardliners were the guys we wanted to boost up. Looks like the party politicians and bureaucrats increase. Not what I expected, but okay. With him gone, though, this clears the way for my preferred candidate to take over. That's him right there. That's a face a mother could definitely love. Kimochi could see a glimmer of happiness in Konoe's eyes. Smiling so slightly, he said to his protege, "It brings me great pride to inform you've been chosen as the next prime minister." Yep, he will accept. You will always have my blessing, my child. Now I wish you luck. Thank you, sir. I take my leave. Okay. So, let's see. What if Konoe had planned this from the start? What if Hayashi was only meant as a means to an end? What if it elects to serve as prime minister and adopt his right-wing beliefs? He no longer feels at ease. Only time will tell if he was the right choice. Oh, he weren't. No, he weren't. Definitely were not. The ongoing armistice. Dark news received by our prime minister. The letter he received talks about problems with the Chinese border. More precisely, near the city of Wanping. Our troops were absent during the reviews. Let's see. Final lost soldier. The Chinese said no. And shots were fired, and we've had a lot of tensions with the Chinese. Well, yeah, our interests in China must be protected, but we've already sort of started the war, so... Little too late for that one, but you know, yeah, I appreciate that you're trying to play catch-up. That's probably fine. Wartime economic recovery. If we're at war, we can reduce unemployment by 2.5% for free? Well, let's do that! Good lordy! Why wouldn't I do that? That seems outstanding. Anyway, these guys are getting absolutely obliterated. That is so many dead. Bye! Okay, we're good. The budget. Genjiro Ikeda was on his best today. We need more money for the troops. Of course, more budget to the army. Clearly, the navy's our most important. No, the land forces. What about both? 400 million yen. And this is the largest budget we've probably ever had. Boom, bada, bada, boom. All right. So, with that taken care of, this is going to result in a massive influx in supply for me. Not perfect, though, because there's definitely a need for some supply off in this direction. This area down here doesn't have much. Frankly, China is a little underdeveloped, in my opinion. They do not have much to offer me. So, how are we looking as far as the war, then? I hate to look at the numbers, but here we are. We've lost 55,000 men. We've killed almost 500,000. It's pretty good. You know, considering I was afraid that we were losing a lot of men for no good reason, this is actually pretty good. Republic of China, we do have the collaboration government. You know, we could go for some more of that. Although I think we've lost our entire spy network at this point. We have. Nonetheless, we could try building this up again. Get some extra collaboration going. Make it a little bit easier. Perchance. Tell these guys to stop. Let's see what would be involved. If I want to push directly down here, we could clean all this up. If I can get to Nanjing, I might be able to push down over here, clean things up with Shanghai. But this gives me a much wider front line to worry about. And I'm not enthused about that. I don't know if we have enough troops for what I want to do. If I were to create a provisional government of China, would that make it easier for me to reposition? I don't think so. Not really. So what I need is to train more troops. We could try training up just some cavalry. These guys aren't as weak as you think. I mean, yeah, they got 14 combat width, and that's not great. But like, if we tossed on a little bit more light artillery, plus some more cavalry, get them up to like, let's say 19, 21 combat width, let's say. 128 soft attack, fast, decent organization. They don't cost me as much in manpower or in small arms. If we don't have a lot of guns to go, but I just need units, raw units, fast units, this isn't as bad as you think. And the cavalry is actually pretty decent. Not half bad. Let's go ahead and start training up some cavalry divisions. We're missing a bit of support equipment and motorized. I suspect we'll be able to get around that without too much issue. Just got the assembly line, so more factory output goes up for me. Let's go ahead and get the monthly population, some consumer goods, weekly manpower, blah, 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 blah. It's gonna take a while to get these guys trained up, but that's fine. What are the bonuses of Fumimaro, by the way? Consumer goods. Oh, good. I lose factories with which to build things, but my balanced budget goes up a little bit better, so I mean, meh. Not the worst thing I've ever seen, I suppose. We could go for some more carrier organization and stuff. I am relying very heavily on carriers. Do we want to go ahead? Oh, you can do both. We can do delay as well? Oh, hold the phone. I like I like this for support companies, but 10 more organization plus the delay tactic seems really solid. Yeah, let's just continue focusing on some more superior firepower. All right, so over here with the Shin Taisai done, what do we want to do? Boost up our influence and make fascism more popular, I guess. Yeah, sure, all right. What other options do we have, though? Hang on. Economic New Order. Oh, new factory. Okay, hang on. Actually, yeah, a couple new civilian factories is not a bad idea. Let's do that. Now, I've looked at this before, and some of this doesn't look great, though. We can reduce our spending on the army and on social spending, which will save me a lot of money. New social spending options are available. New military spending options available. Can I raise it back up? Because I don't want to lose the benefits of some of that stuff. Japanese unemployment goes away. Goes away. Limited exports, change some laws. Research slot down there, synthetics. And then Haku Ichiu. Ah, Greater East Asia Co-Prosperity Sphere. Okay, so this would allow us to start putting together our faction. Something to be said about that. I wouldn't mind having myself a little faction action. You know what I mean? A little faction action is pretty cool. All right, this guy can go and rejoin over here. We got some new things. We'll go for the infantry expert, I suppose. Same thing. Actually, you know what? You're a defensive general. Let's go for the max entrenchment on you since you're a guerrilla fighter. Boom, boom, bada, bada, boom. All right, looking good. I'm going to construct an airfield down here by Shanghai so we can get some more close air support in the area. Is it to my advantage to just let him sit here like this? Maybe. Maybe we can push this guy out. That's a lot of flanking bonuses. Yeah, let's just kick this guy out of here. I want to keep making them hurt. I want them to keep losing equipment. I want to keep taking stuff over. And most importantly, if I see any more supply points, I want to take them for myself. There's the economic new order. All right, we're not going to curb the military spending right now. Do we want to start working on our faction? New order in the east. Modify strength of this thing. What is this? 5 races under 1 union. And people like me better. Are these mutually exclusive or not? Doesn't seem that way. 5 races under 1 union. And why would why would a lot of countries like me for this? I have no idea. Whatever, let's just go ahead and boost up our power, I guess, for our political factions. Seems fine. God, the flanking bonuses really are such a powerful bonus right now. I'm watching some of these guys as they attack, and it's like, it looks like they're fighting, you know, reasonably well, and then all of a sudden you run in there and you have one extra flank, and your numbers just start skyrocketing. It's like, wow, it's so powerful. Hey, synthetic refineries. I wanted you guys to start producing my own oil. Let's go ahead and start researching that. Seems kind of important, I would think. Anyway, yeah, case in point over here, these guys weren't looking great. Yes, tossing in some extra troops into the combat width helps, but flanking bonuses help a lot too, attacking from multiple directions. It's a big deal. Do we want to go for another round of upgrades? 20% defense? I think I'll just go for some extra organization and soft attack for all my support companies, because I have a lot of them. So I feel like that's not a bad thing. I'm trying to push over here toward Taiyang, because this is one last supply hub over here. Take this away, and I don't think there's much left for these guys, and they'll start taking a stupid amount of attrition, I think. Kind of wish we had some other airports elsewhere. I can't even move these guys a bit closer to be more useful right now. Oh, I'm gonna have to do all the building for China for them, aren't I? They have like no infrastructure, no nothing. I gotta do all the work myself. Blech. Finish with some cardinal principles of national policy. We're boosting up our faction once again, getting some stability, some political power. The way of subjects, all of that stuff's looking quite good. Could change up some of our legalistic restrictions if we wanted to. Move towards something like a repressive system. Yeah, reduce war support by a lot, but get some stability, not to mention some extra people we can recruit from. Yeah, there's something to be said about that. Service by requirement and stuff. I'd like to avoid a lot of that if I can. Still wish we had some additional ministers to hire. All of that would be nice. So off in this direction, I'm going to have a bunch of these new cavalry divisions ready to go. We're going to launch over here, and it's going to take over this other port. Now, it's not like I'm, like, working on taking over a new area entirely. I'm not trying to, like, penetrate into something really big. What I'm trying to do is just take over some key ports, get some more reinforcements here, but also doing something useful at the same time, instead of just tossing more troops into a sort of meat grinder up over this direction. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and pull these guys back just a little bit. We have a port, and this has solved at least some of my supply issues. So this is looking a lot more feasible. If I can get some troops up over here, maybe we can find a way to go for a small encirclement in this area, or make a direct push into Nanjing. Man, when we decide to start focus firing, we shred through these guys with no issues at all. Have we got this? Yes. Okay, we got a supply point over here, which means they should not have much except for some local supply at this point. Looks like it's not enough to really cause huge casualties, but like, they've had troops just sitting here causing attrition for who knows how long at this point. That's pretty darn good for me. I'd love to get an encirclement around all of this, but I don't have a lot of fast units. That's one downside to me not having all my light tanks. Kinda wish we had some of those available. Anyway, let's go ahead and launch a little naval invasion using some of our cavalry. Let's see what we are able to do. I'm gonna go ahead and preemptively attack these guys because they'll get some reinforcements from the shores, which will be very helpful. And then we'll see if these cavalry can do anything for me. For example, if you literally can just run up over here right now and just encircle a few units, that'd be pretty cool. And I think you can. Yup, you definitely can. Cool. Let's get up over here and make sure that they don't cause any issues. Let's pin these guys down for a second. And this is just gonna be a small little encirclement. Way of subjects is done. We can go for the national spiritual mobilization for Shinto. Or Shintaisei, I guess. Political power goes down, consumer goods goes down, war support goes way up, lose daily fascism support. Some of these focuses, they feel like they hurt me, right? Like, do I really want daily fascism support to go down? Or do I want it to go up? What am I trying to accomplish here exactly? That's my question. Of course, now we're having some supply issues again. It never stops, does it? It really doesn't. Gosh, dang, I need to take Nanjing, but I just don't want to. I really don't want to. I want the collaborations, dang it. The collaborations are great. Gosh, my navy is so stupidly strong. Seriously, it is so big that I am obliterating my fuel supplies every time I pull it out of harbor for a brief moment. All right, that's an upgrade for our small arms. Could go for some anti-tank weapons. A little bit of extra piercing and heart attack wouldn't be a bad idea just in case. How are we looking logistically? We have 17,000 guns. I feel fairly comfortable in swapping these guns out, and I'm not gonna crash my army's logistics. So we'll do that, and that's gonna give me a nice passive stat bonus for pretty much everybody, as long as I keep that going. I'm still hoping I can find a way to encircle these guys. We're really close to being able to do it. Actually, we just did it, didn't we? All right, kill, kill, kill! Okay, that's a whole bunch more gone. Honestly, as far as some wars go, this is going pretty well. We've killed almost 1 million at this point. We've only lost 65,000 men. Who needs tanks? Who needs tanks? Give me some artillery, some really good infantry, and a lot of air superiority. Which, by the way, I think we were fighting outside of that. So I didn't even have air superiority, and we're crushing these guys. It speaks a little bit to the technological differences between these guys, I suppose, but still, you get the idea. It's pretty nuts. Let's get ourselves an airfield up over here, by the way. We need it. We need an airfield badly. Okay, we finish up with Hakaku Ichu, or whatever you call that. I guess I wouldn't mind being also able to produce some rubber. That could be kind of nice. So, what's this whole strength mechanic? Because now we've got a whole new thing I got to worry about. And there's a lot. I got 621, gosh dang, political power, by the way. So, there's our thing. Strength of the Sphere currently has these members: Japan, Manchuria, and the military government of Mongolia. We can invite Jewish settlers into East Asia. Found the Greater East Asian Film Sphere, increasing the strength. Also, we gain some base stability. Marches. Lose autonomy, requisition resources, but we get weaker, support native nationalist movements, but then we have resistance, build Shinto shrines, more compliance, doink, embezzle money, yeah, no, so some of these make us stronger and some don't. What is the point of making it stronger versus weaker? How does this help me exactly? Let me read this. I have no idea. I have no idea what this means. Nothing in this is really helpful to me. All right. Well, let's make these guys stronger, I guess. Oh, it opens up some new things. Hello, open up an exhibition street in Siam. Are we trying to, like, entice people to come join? You know, the stronger we look, the more that East Asia is going to be all like, this Japanese faction look pretty good. I'm just saying, maybe. Well, I guess we could afford to sack a little bit of that strength in favor of some of these events. I don't know what that does. Seems nice, though. An ideological offspring of the GEACPS, the Greater East Asian Film Sphere, is difficult to define. It is probably... Oh, yeah, it produces films. We literally are creating our own Hollywood, but it's for propaganda Japanese films. Alright, that's fine. Get rid of that Western influence. American Hollywood, too popular. No more of that. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm in a very dominant position right now. Like, I should be able to just obliterate China if I wanted to at this point. I feel like I just walk in and take whatever I want at this point. I'm like the honey badger. And now look at this. We're just gonna go boom, 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 bada, bada, boom, and these guys die. Like, it's really that simple. I've got enough troops to hold on the front line, and if I can get enough flanking and reinforcing, so we attack from lots of different directions, it just makes me that much stronger. And these guys can't do a dang thing. I could march in and easily take Nanjing right now. I think I could capitulate the Republic of Japan. China. But I'm not sure if I want to yet. Maybe not. What's crazy about this is I'm taking down China in a way that is not hurting my military, so I'm staying nice and strong right now, which is great. The Yen block. The foundation of the Yen block is laid into place. Sure, let's sack a little bit more strength in order to do things that are not popular with the members, and we're gonna make our currency strong, because if we can get the currency strong, then everyone else is gonna start falling in line pretty quickly. Any other strength that I can get? Sure, I can spend some money to open up an exhibition street. That seems good. Keep the strength nice and high. What is this? Shin Chitsujo. Emperor Meiji's birthday. Fumimaro announced a new course in foreign policy. The new order in East Asia is become the Chrysanthemum's throne's new direction in regarding to Asian partners. Okay, so there's gonna be a bunch of newly liberated people from China to Java, free to pursue their own hopes. Asia is for Asians. Get rid of the Western imperialists. I mean, there's something to be said about that. I'm willing to bet that the Indo-Chinese Union and Siam and stuff would like to see these guys gone. I'm willing to see the Dutch East Indies would like to be free. Heck, the Philippines would probably like to stop being a satellite of the United States. Has anything happened in Europe yet, by the way? No, it's still 1938. There's no World War II. No, it's just Japan casually taking down China effortlessly. Nothing to worry about, Europe. You're all fine. You're not a powder keg at all. The National Mobilization Act. A few days ago, the government passed a new law. This law allows the Diet to assert greater control in many key domains, such as the economy, education, media, etc. After passing the law, many workers were reassigned to some jobs where the government needs them to be. If you can say this is unconstitutional, otherwise we'll say, nah, it's for war, you have to sacrifice liberties. So fascism gets a bit stronger. We're at 29% support right now. 29%. We can get some air support in this area, so let's do that. Some fighters, some close air support would be great. See if we can get some air superiority up in this area around Nanjing, which... Did we take an airport here? No, I think it's still theirs, sort of, kind of, but maybe it is mine. If so, I've actually got a lot more power here than I thought. Yep, no, never mind. We actually took the airport outside the city. Oh, good. Everything falls within range here then. Perfect. Okay. We're having supply issues, again, unsurprisingly. But the second I take Nanjing, that problem's going to solve itself, and all I'm waiting for on that is May 1st, which comes up about now, and that should be the collaboration government Dunskies. Beautimous! All right. Let's go ahead and just start spying in a few random locations, find out what the heck Mao Zedong is up to or something. I don't really care. You guys, march into Nanjing. Take it. It's mine. I want it. That's the Yen block taken care of. Excellent. We can put an end to the military's antics, which gets me some stability and stuff. I mean, I don't want to promise my military is not going to do anything, because I fully intend on having a lot of military antics. And yet, if it gets me strength and stability, there's no downside that I can see, so we might as well take it. The cabinet has been reshuffled. All right, we're going to oust Sugiyama, the marshal who was part of the war minister, blah, blah, blah. Instability within the council. What is this, the French? All right, so we get somebody new who was added in, a couple of new people, actually. So, did I actually have a choice in that? Looks like yes. Some people got moved around. Okay, we need to get a new advisor. We could go for the political power, sure. Backstabber, stability, resistance, consumer goods. I don't really need... Let's get the compliance. Let's just get the compliance. I don't like necessarily losing some of this stuff. Wait. That's not who I chose. Am I crazy or did I click on the right thing? Because this isn't... I did not choose the silent lawyer. I chose the compassionate gentleman. Something did not update correctly there. Something did not update correctly at all. Well, now I'm also confused because I want to take this man of the people. This guy would work just fine. There's already an appointed advisor with this trait, though. What are you talking about? No, there's not. Why can I choose these guys, but I can't choose this man of the people? See, I've got no idea what the heck happened over there. Very confusing. Oh, France. We were just talking about you. Come on, take Nanjing. I know you can do it. I know you can take... There's the fall of them. Banzai! War support goes up. And most importantly, that is going to be a key supply hub for us, solving a lot of issues. Or at least I'm hoping it will in just a bit. Let's clear out some more of these guys. So, well, we need to control the railroad, of course. That's still kind of important. All right, so how are we looking as far as... They are 46% of the way towards capitulation. Fair enough. We could finally call in Mongolia, the Mongol group, or whatever they are. Haven't done that yet. I don't know. They got enough troops so they could start doing some serious damage to the Shangxi clique, but then I'd have to, like, actually get some troops deployed up over here. No, I want to get to, like, Wuhan and Changsha and stuff. I want the Republic of China to fall. When the Republic of China has fallen, that's actually going to create a really weird situation, isn't it? Because then I have to redeploy a load of troops in positions to deal with all the little cliques all over the dang place. Unless they are not considered to be war leaders. They're not. So, technically speaking, if I finish things off here with China, I think I just end the war with all of these guys. Which may or may not be what I want. Like, I might want to make a beeline down to places like these cliques down over here just so I can control all of this. I may want to control some of these guys. I may not want to peace out. I don't know. I'm not about that. All right, well, I think we're out of time for this particular video, but this is going phenomenally well. Having zero issues right now as Japan. Fascism is on the rise. It's up to 30% at this point. We can reduce that if we want to get some other benefits here, which is not the worst thing in the world, and that would lead to the Imperial Rule Assistance Association. Because, you know, that's all we're doing. We're not taking over your government. We're just assisting the Emperor in ruling Japan. But yeah, if we don't mess this up, we can take over China with very little losses. And if I can end the war in China, it puts me in a really good position to then go and attack places like the Philippines, the Dutch East Indies, and start taking out all the Western Imperial holdings, even challenging the US at some point, maybe, and find ourselves just dominating all of this area, all of East Asia. That's the idea anyway. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, I'd ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, make sure you hit that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.